Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Inshallah, we are going to continue our rules of Minhaaj Salihin, the contemporary laws. Today, our rules are rules of bank, so saving accounts and taking loan from the bank. So let's open the slide. Okay, this text is from Minhaj Salihin, is initially in Arabic. So what I will do is I will try to, some of them have not been translated yet, but as I go, I'll just explain onset the Arabic text. So at least we have some source of Sayyidi Sistani Damadullah, which we are following. So let me. Okay, let's make this big. Okay, so last week we mentioned the most serious issue is, last week it was introduction, so today is going to be basically lesson 1. We said the most biggest issue we encounter in loan transaction or saving account, because basically deposit, you are giving loan to the bank and bank is giving you interest. In loan, you are taking money from the bank. The loan is giving you money. So it is both of the sides are same. So loan or depositing the money in the bank. When you deposit, you give loan to the bank. When you take a loan, you take a loan from the bank. That means the bank is depositing its money with you. So it's same. Now the biggest issue in loan contract, which you all, if you get the hang of it, then alhamdulillah, you will understand the masail, the rules. The sensitive issue in Islam is when you give loan to someone, you make a condition that I want this much interest. But if the giver tells you, if the taker tells you, I will give you this much money if you give me loan, like the bank saving account, what they do, they tell you, we are going to give you this much money, just give us your money. So that's why the depositing the money in the bank is less sensitive. There are issues, but it is less sensitive. So therefore, let me just turn off this noisy machine I have. Okay, so now we can have a peaceful session. So the issue is, if the taker tells you, let's see, I'm going to give you this much money extra, just give me loan, please. On this condition, I'm giving you this much extra money. So what happened here? In this case, he is willingly giving his money, okay, without you making condition. So yes, you can give him money and he can give you money back. But you don't demand him to fulfill his condition. Because if you demand the money, oh, you made a promise to me, then it is going to become problematic. But as long as he has given you gift, and the condition of the gift is that you give loan. So number 1, we understood that the sensitive is making a condition of interest. If there is no condition of interest, it's okay. The issue is all about condition of interest. Number 2, who's making the condition? Like, is the interest, focus with me here, please. If the interest is the condition of loan, or is the loan condition of interest? Number 1 is forbidden. Number 2 is not forbidden. How? Again, if the interest, this is interest. Let me resemble with something. Let's see, this is loan. Okay. This is loan. This is loan. So I'm going to give you this much money if you pay me this. If you pay me this. So what is the condition here? The interest is condition. And the loan is an agreement. What if the opposite? This is haram. If the loan is the agreement, and the condition is under the agreement of loan of extra interest. If you delay, that is the problematic issue. Let's opposite it. I'm going to give you $10,000 on a condition you give me, borrow me $100,000. So here the loan has become condition. The loan has become condition. So the agreement is the agreement of gift. The agreement is the agreement of gift and the loan. So I'm giving you gift on a condition that you give me this much money. So the loan has become a condition. This is a very technical point. If you understand this, the rules will be understood. Again, this is the loan agreement. I want $100,000. You tell me I'm going to charge you this pen for $10,000 for $100,000. Okay, so this is haram. This is definitely haram in black and white. This is waging war with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Let's make it opposite. So now, you the banker, I have come to you. I'm going to give you $10,000. For what? I have a condition that if you will not give me loan, I'm not going to give you this gift. So my gift in Islam, you can make conditional gifts. If you do this, I'll give you this much. If you do this, if you repair my car, I'll give you a gift. He said, no, I don't want to charge you. Don't charge me. I'll give you a gift. Okay. So in Islam, conditional gifts. So if he does not repair your car, you don't give him gift because he did not fulfill the condition. So this is a conditional gift. Okay. Conditional gift. So instead of repairing the car, I'm going to give you a gift if you repair my car. I'm going to give you a gift if you help me with homework. I'm going to give you, if you, that, oh, I'm going to give you a gift if you give me a loan. I'm going to give you $10,000 if you give me $100,000. So this, according to the majority of the scholars, is a permissible act. Why? Because now the loan is a condition, not the interest. The interest. So that's why saving bank account, if bank tells you, we're going to give you this much interest if you put your money. So they're offering me, they're giving me a gift if I put my money in the bank. So that's why, inshallah, we're going to discuss this as well. But initially, that's why it is less, because bank is willingly, bank is like giving me a gift if I put my money in the bank. Bank is going to give me a lottery ticket if I put my money in the bank. So the bank is telling me, bring your money, we'll give you this much. Okay. So this is something, and you are going to put your money in the bank. You don't commit to the condition, because then you will be you will be getting into trouble. So this is the whole thing, that is the interest condition of loan, or is the loan condition of interest? This, if the interest is conditioned under loan, then it is haram to all our fuqaha, maraja, in general, except there are some exceptional cases. We are going to discuss those. And if the loan is condition of a gift of interest, then majority of the scholars, they say it's okay. Say the Sistani has a technical problem. Okay, let's check the slide. So once more, loan condition. So this is haram because interest is condition of loan. Interest, the condition is loan. I'm going to give you this much gift, this much interest, if you give me loan. So now the loan has become a condition of an interest. So you're offering me a percentage or an amount or whatever. You're offering me a gift. You're offering me something. But you have a condition that if you give me this, like the way banks, they do. Okay. So this is number 2. So if these two things are clear, we're going to repeat this. We're going to repeat this, but I have repeated this 4 times. Many times people, they say, why do you keep repeating? Because there are levels of people, they try to attend this session. Some they understand from the beginning, some they need more. So we try to cater everybody, inshallah. And those who get bored, keep some sandwiches beside you, and while I'm repeating, you eat those biscuits and chais and teas and coffees whatsoever, because you're at your home, alhamdulillah. So let's go back to our slide. Let's take the rule number 1. So we mentioned this last week, okay? المصارف والبنوك في الدول الإسلامية على 3 أصناف. The banks and financial institutes, like Masarif, Masraf, like financial institute. If you have been in Dubai, you see Masraf Dubai Al-Islami. So they don't call it bank because the bank have a bit sensitivity against those. So they make legalize, because even the Sunni fellows, they have ways to legalize these things Islamically. So it's not just we are trying to legalize or find legal ways according to the Quran and Ahl al-Bayt. How can we find legal loopholes and we can justify? So this justification is done by the Sunni schools as well. Now, justification is halal as long as it does not go against our principles and our Islamic laws presented to us by Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salatu wasalam, presented to us by Quran. So don't say that just justification, you guys are messing up with the Sharia, messing up with the, no. These are contemporary issues and they need to be addressed. And our fuqaha, they are trying to find ways, because if you, especially if you live in the West, your house mortgage, your car installments, you live on credit card. Okay, all what you have is gone. So all what you're taking loans and paying at the end of the month. So everything is in credit for most of the people. So it is very important to address, otherwise the life will become miserable. If there is legal Islamic way to justify some of these things, why not? Okay, so these is institute. So Masraf, like Masraf Dubai, Masraf Qatar, this Masarif, whatever Masraf Islami, they call it Masraf al-Ahli. It's like an institute, financial institute. It's same like bank, okay? But they have Islamic laws they implemented. Bank, they implement Western laws. At the end of the day, you will end up paying interest. The Islamic will not say, oh, Qarza Hasana, free of charge. No, they are going to let you pay, and these people are going to let you pay. But in Islamic institutes, it's justified Islamically. The way the scholars, Islamic scholars, they present the methods to justify these transactions, which might become haram if not justified. So we mentioned last week that there are 3 types of institute. Al-Ahli, a private institute, that means وَهُوَ الَّذِي يَكُونُ رَأْسُ مَالِهِ مِنْ مَالِ شَخْصٍ وَاحِدٍ. So one person, أو أشخاص مشتركين, or shareholders. There are many shareholders. The investment is done by a group of people or one person. He is the whole and sole owner of this bank. So this is private sector, private institute. Like those who are living in Pakistan, they know that Habib Bank before it was privately owned by the Habib family. Then it became nationalized. It became like governmental. Then Habib, they found out a way to continue their private thing. They made Habib Bank AZ Zurich or something like that. You can double check. I'm just hearing things. But anyhow, I know that there are 2 things. Habib Bank, which is in Pakistan, which is like, I think it's nationalized until now. And then there's Habib Bank AZ Zurich or something like that in Switzerland. So anyhow, so you can know that how the government, if they take over something, then it becomes a national bank, okay? So like National Bank of this country, National Bank of that country. So that is number 2, Al-Hukumi, a national bank or a governmental bank. وهو الذي يكون رأس ماله مكونا من أموال الدولة. And that is the bank where the capital of investment is composed of the wealth of the state wealth, like state money. So this is government bank, governmental state bank, national bank. Al-Mushtarak, shared bank, is the bank which has both. Government says we are owning 51%, 49%, we are letting people to share. So still the government has the upper hand, and 49% or a 70% government, 30 from the private shareholders. So it's a combined combo of both private and governmental or state bank. Okay, ruling number one. So we are going to discuss about the private banks. Now, if you are living in a country where they have private banks, then this rule applies to you. لا يجوز الاقتراض من البنوك الأهلية. It is not permissible to take loan from the private banks. Absolutely no. There's a condition. With this condition, it is haram. If you bypass this condition, it can become halal. بشرط دفع الزيادة, with the condition of paying extra money back. Okay? لأنه ربا محرم. So riba, the forbidden usury or forbidden riba, forbidden interest, is the one which is taken conditionally in a loan agreement, or the more you delay, because Sayyidi Sistani has this point also, like the more you delay, the more they charge you extra. If it was one time, then there is a flexibility there. But if no, every time you delay, they charge, like those credit card system, like the bank system. The more you delay, the more they charge, the more they charge, the more they charge. That's like that. So the earlier you pay, the lesser interest you pay. So now, he says, let's say somebody did it. Somebody did it. So he got the money of loan. Okay. So can he use this money? That is our religious question here. Okay. He says, he have committed haram. وَلَوْ اقْتَرَضَ كَذَلِكَ, if he loans money with that condition of interest, صَحَّ الْقَرْض, the loan will be valid. Yes, you can use the loan money. Issue is not the loan money. Issue is that interest. You have committed haram when you made a contract of extra money to be paid. And the person who demanded that from you has committed haram. Okay, the bank or the agent of the bank, the worker of the bank inside. So, وَلَوْ اقْتَرَضَ كَذَلِكَ صَحَّ الْقَرْض, the loan will be valid. Okay, correct. وَبَطَلَ الشَّرْطِ, however, the condition will be invalid. That means you are not committed to pay back the interest, unless if they bring police and they put you on those, what they say, collecting agencies, then that's going to harm you. So basically, you are not committed. You should not commit to the condition. Otherwise, you are going in the line of that person committed haram. You responded in acceptance for haram. So that's why we say this kind of loan, the only people they do this are really compelled in a distressed situation, and they really want to way out. You know the concept of lesser evil. So this can be lesser evil at some time, and this can be more evil at some time. So let's say there is a serious harm, some medical problem, some serious financial expenses, as you are going to be doomed, perish, like that kind of difficulty. Then you are majboor. It seems like a person who's really need to consume medication which has haram component. There's no other substitute. There's no other alternative. Okay. So then you are majboor. So that's why this kind of private loans, if somebody really is in distress and he wants to take this, then also he should keep doing istighfar to Allah, because he has committed haram. You see, it's a condition. I mean, I'm majboor. I have to give them the money back. You say I had to, otherwise they would not give me loan. So that's why he says that وَلَوْ اقْتَرَضَ, if he does take the loan with the condition of interest, agreeing on paying the condition, and the interest condition, agreeing to fulfill the condition, صح القرض, the loan will be valid. صحيح. وَبَطَلَ الشَّرْطِ, the condition will become invalid because it's haram. وَيُحْرَمُ دَفْعُ الزِّيَادَةِ, and it is haram on you, or the one who took the loan, to pay the extra interest. If I'll not pay, they're going to put me in the slammer. But okay, if you are under that circumstances, because you have taken the loan under that circumstances, you were not, you did not have any other choice, and then all those, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has not made religion a cause of difficulty and hardship for you kind of things, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will understand your circumstances, but you have to make sure that you're true with your circumstances in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So the loan is valid, the condition is invalid. If you give money to the extra money, it's haram. The guy who's going to take the extra money is going to commit haram. So only one thing is right from these four things. Let's count. The loan is valid. Good. The condition is invalid. Giving the money is haram. The guy who takes the money is haram. So three things no, only one yes. So that means what? Okay, what does that mean? I'm going to go to Jahannam, so why should I take the loan? That's why we said that. You were under stress. So can I use the loan money which I borrowed? I've committed haram, but can I use? Yes, you can use, because it's a loan money. The loan money has nothing to do with the other things which are associated around with. Those are strings, haram strings attached with the loan. Okay, so now this is the general rule. Now there are ways out, justification. So Sayyid Sistani mentions 2-3 justifications, but he does not agree with that. So don't say that, oh, Sayyid Sistani allows. I'm repeating again. He mentions certain justifications mentioned by Sayyid al-Khuwi, Quddas al-Sirru, by some other maraja, but he's not in agreement with that. He says, ihtiyat wajib. So if you want to apply one of those methods which Sayyid Sistani says, ihtiyat wajib, try to find out some other marja who allows those loopholes which were presented by Sayyid al-Khuwi and presented by other maraja to get loan from a private sector with this situation to justify ilah. So Sayyid Sistani Damadullah says, وَقَدْ ذُكِرَ لِلتَّخَلُّصِ مِنَ الرِّبَى طُرُقٍ. It has been mentioned to justify from the forbidden interest or forbidden usury methods. Number one method, أن يشتري المقترض من صاحب البنك أو وكيله. Me, where did my money, loan and interest go? Okay, I want to borrow money from you. You are a bank. Or your agent, you're on the office of the bank, you're an officer in the bank. So you're an agent or the owner of the bank. I want to borrow money from you. Either you're a manager, so I want to borrow this. This is money, okay? We said hypothetically, this is our loan money. Okay, min wakili. So what should I do to that? I should buy a product from you. You are a bank. So you are going to sell me a product. So this pen is like $100. The loan which I'm taking is $1,000, for example. $1,000 pen cost $100, but I have to pay you back $100 on this as an interest. So the bank will say, okay, I'm going to sell you this pen, which has the value of $100 or $200. So now this 100 you are going to take from me. Yes, it is going to be the interest of this, but it is not in agreement with this. So this loan has a condition of sale. I'll give you on a condition that you buy something from me, okay? And the price of the pen I have kept is $200 instead of 100. And I am telling you, because only those price gouging is haram on the necessities like food products, like rice or flour or whatever is needed. You can't, but anything else, no, I have something for $100, I can sell you for 200. Now it's your option. You know that I'm charging an extra 100. Okay, so why would you buy from me? Why would you not buy from other place? Because I have another benefits here. Let's say you have your father is selling you, say he's opened a shop, and your father wants to rip everybody off. So his prices are so expensive. So you will go and buy an expensive thing from your father, which same thing might be costing half a price there, or from a mu'min brother, or from someone. You want to encourage him for business, or you want to please your father that, Baba, I came and purchased a pen from you. Your Baba has spent millions of dollars on you. So now he says, well, like extra, pay like $50 extra on a pen. Just take it from him, buy from him. Don't go, oh, the BG Jagato, other places, they are cheaper. Why should I buy from you, daddy? Buy from him, okay? So there is a good thing around it. Be with him. So that's that. So there is an incentive here for me. I'll be benefiting something. So let me just buy this pen for 200. because if I buy this pen for 200, I'll be getting the loan. So that means this purchase is about the loan. You see, remember that part 2 we said that now the sale has a condition. I'm going to sell you this pen for $200 on a condition that I'm going to buy from you this pen for 200 on a condition that you give me a loan. Or the banker tells you, we are going to give you loan, but we have a condition that you buy a pen from us. So the loan is net, $100,000 with $1,000. So that is an agreement. And this agreement is a conditional agreement, which is totally a different buying and selling. So the money you will be giving is for this and not for this. Okay, so if not understood, rewind this clip and listen to it again. So I'm going to read the word of Sayyidi Sistani. Minha, justification method. And yashtari al-muqtarid, me, the one who wants to borrow, I buy from you, the bank, min al-bank, min sahib al-bank, the owner of the bank, or wakilihi, or the one who is the agent, the manager, the officer, whomsoever is in the department of interest, loan. Al-mufawwad bida'ah. Al-wakil al-mufawwad, the designated agent. That means the officer who's working inside. بضاعة بأكثر من قيمتها. Okay, so I'm going to buy from you a pen for $200, but the pen costs $100. So that 100, instead of paying you interest, I'm just giving you as a purchase, as a profit in sale. Okay, I'm giving you a profit, a benefit in sale, rather than giving you interest. So what is the deal here? I'm purchasing a pen. So I don't need a pen. So why the heaven should I be purchasing a pen? Because I want to get the loan. Okay, so the whole idea is here, the main thing is there's a loan and there's this extra given on the loan besides the value of the pen, like 10% or 20% more than the value of the pen. Okay, let's say the pen is $100, you're giving $120, $140, $110, something giving, you're buying a pen for extra price. So that price extra, instead of giving interest there, you give as a purchase you make with the bank. So an yashtari, so you are buying from the bank a product which is sold more than its original value, real value, 10% or 20% with a condition. Okay, so there's a condition. I'm going to buy from you this. So the bank says, okay, we are going to, for $100, we are going to charge you $20 interest. Okay, wait. I'm going to buy from you a pen. Okay, see the pen on your desk. I'm going to buy from you that pen. How much is that pen? So like $50. Okay, I'm going to buy that for $60 on a condition that you give me the loan. You see how it works? You shift it from the loan to a buying and selling agreement, and you give extra, taking extra money for selling something is not a problem as long as it's not from the items of necessity. And not just items of necessity, in the time of necessity also. Like there's nothing in the market and you have hoarded all the rice in the market. Now you take out when people they need, you sell it. That's not right, because these are necessities of life. For example, I don't know, rice is necessity of the life in some country or not, but I'm giving an example. Let's take, so this is a method mentioned by Sayyidi Sistani. Another method, he says, وَمِنْهَا أَنْ يُقْرِضَهُ مَبْلَغًا مُعَيَّنًا مِنَ النَّقْدِ. Okay, he give you, so let me tell you what he's going to say, because the sentence is not clear. What he's telling is, this is Sayyidi Sistani's opinion here. Okay, he's mentioning that some scholars, they presented this as a justification. So Sayyidi Sistani says on the basis of obligatory precaution, that this also no. He says fixed amount, fixed loan. So as long as there is no extra, like if I delay, you are going to take $10 extra, which if I delay for 2 months, only I'll pay $10 extra. If I delay for 3 months, only $10 extra. So the amount is fixed, the interest is fixed, and the date is fixed. These three conditions. He said some ulamas, they justified this is permissible. أن يقرضه مبلغا معينا من النقد. So the bank gives you a loan, okay? But look at this. لمدة معلومة. لمدة معلومة. So the loan is specific. مبلغا معينا من النقد لمدة معينة. That means at this period you have to bring it back to me for $1,100. Okay? I will not accept anything extra. If you bring me back, I will not reduce. So it's not a fluctuating interest. Some scholars, they said, as long as it's not a fluctuating interest, that can also be acceptable. Okay, so and specific time, specific amount, specific interest, no fluctuating interest, and even if it goes late, no extra other than agreed. If it goes less, no extra other than agreed. So he said it was fayuqal, it was said. So this is not his opinion. إنه يجوز الاقتراض عندئذ. It is permissible to do this kind of loan agreement. We are still in the private loan sector, private banking. ولا ربا فيه. There is no, it is not considered haram usury. This is not considered haram interest because the interest is not fluctuating. So some scholars, they say, as long as it's fixed, everything is fixed, no increase, no decrease, you say there's no problem. Say this Sistani doesn't say it's haram, these two methods which mention, the method of buying the pen for extra price or the method of fixed, everything fixed. He doesn't say it's haram and he doesn't say it's permissible. So he keeps you in the middle of the fence. وَلَكِنَّهُ لَا يَخْلُ عَنْ إِشْكَالٍ. He said there's a problem here. It's not free from a problematic issue. This one and this one. This one basically is mentioned clearly in the laws of Sayyid al-Khoi, this buying a pen for 120. Okay, but then this one I have not seen. This one I have not seen somewhere. Maybe some scholars might have it. That fixed, but nowadays no bank. I don't recall any bank telling you fix everything fixed. There's no fluctuation. So basically, it may be applicable in a small institution, financial institution, firm, or private loan, something like that. But in this, regardless, say this instance says, "والأحوط وجوبا وأحوط لزوما الاجتناب عنه." As an obligatory precaution, one should avoid such justifications. Okay. So now he said, وَمِثْلُ الْحَالِ فِي الْهِبَةِ وَالْإِجَارَةِ وَالصُّلْحِ. He says, putting this above, putting the interest above, and loan down. Okay. Whether this interest is a gift, he says obligatory precaution, avoid it. Because Sayyid al-Khoi allowed it. Other Maraja might allow it. Sayyid al-Sistani says no, it's not better, obligatory precaution, avoid it. So this, either I give you a gift, you bank, I'm giving you a gift, this $100, give me 1,000, okay, or hire, okay, instead of selling, bank hires you a flat, and in this hiring contract charges you extra money. Like remember the previous one, 20% extra was what? Extra from the real value. Here the same example, but instead of selling you something, the bank is hiring a flat, I mean renting out a flat for you, renting out a flat or a car, whatever, to you, higher than the regular price, and gives you a loan. So in the loan, they are not taking interest. So it's out of the loan. But they take the amount which they are supposed to take it from in the loan agreement, they are taking it in the lease agreement. So everybody's paying 1,000 for that flat, but this flat is owned by bank, So the bank is charging you the rent $1,300. So every month, 300 for 10 months or for like 3 months, they will take their 1,000. And so either doesn't matter whether this extra was a gift or was a sale or was a renting agreement or was a reconciliation. Okay, I had problem with the bank. Bank says, let's do I'm saying, let's do solve. This bank said, no, we don't want a reconciliation. Okay. So, and I'm saying, no, I don't want reconciliation. But finally, the bank wants to reconcile. They say, okay, we want to make relations better with you. I'm a businessman. The banks wants my money. So they want to do reconciliation. Okay. So what happened that I put this interest as reconciliation. Okay, reconciliation agreement. Lend me this money. I'm agreeing on reconciliation. I'm going to give you this money to solve our differences, issues, problems, whatsoever. Manduk, you say, I'm giving you this much money as a reconciliation agreement between us and you, but on a condition that you give me this much loan. You see, so reconciliation agreement, I'm giving $1,000. You are giving me $10,000. So say the sister says it is all same in a whether وَمِثْلُهُ فِي الْحِبَةِ وَالْإِجَاهِبَةِ means gift. I'm giving you gift. وَالْإِجَارَةِ, I'm renting from you at this much amount from the bank, or the bank is saying وَالصُّلْحِ, reconciliation agreement. I'm giving you this much money as a reconciliation to solve our differences and problems. So let's say the reconciliation amount was $100. I put 100 extra, but the loan is free from that 100. Well, بشرط القرض, that I'm doing reconciliation on the condition that you loan me. I'm renting with the condition you loan me. I'm giving you gift. I'm renting in higher price with the condition you loan. I'm giving you gift with the condition you loan me. So all these kind of things are, say, the Sistani has problematic issue. Ishkal. Okay. Let's take two more mas'ala or let's complete this first mas'ala. It's a long mas'ala. Inshallah, next week we'll continue. And I want to go slow down so that you don't get too much and you don't get overwhelmed. Then he says, وَفِي حُكْمِ جَعْلِ الْقَرْضِ شَرْطًا فِي الْمُعَامَلَةِ الْمُحَابَاتِيَّةِ جعل الإمهال في أداء الدين شرطا فيه. Same rule applies. Same rule applies in a kind of agreement where I'm asking for it's a mutual agreement. Okay, so I'm rather than the interest be in the condition, so you are giving me some time. So what happens? The price is the price of this is, let's say, $100. But what happens that I'm going to pay you this like in installments or in mortgage. Okay, I'm going to pay you this later on, but I'm going to pay you extra. Okay, same. Who is offering? The bank is demanding as a condition, or you are offering. Whatever we said applies here. So let's say here he says وَبِحُكْمِ جَعْلِ الْقَرْضِ, the ruling of the loan being the condition is the في المعاملة المحاباتية, the mutual agreement. Muhabat means mutual agreement. Both of you agree on everything. I'm pleased, you are pleased. We both don't have problem. I'm willing to pay interest and you are willing to take interest. Okay, so I want interest. Okay, no problem. I'm going to give you interest. So this is called muhabat. Like there's a reconciliation, there's a compromising from both sides. There's a negotiation. So this is in general. That's why I took it from somewhere else to clear what is the meaning of muhabat. Because many of our Hausa students who will watch this, they will need to know what is muhabat. So والبيع المحاباتي وكذلك سائر المعاملات المحاباتية. All the transactions, mutual transactions, are called muhabat. Whether it's buying and selling, whether it's renting, whether it's reconciliation, whether it's whatever you do, there is a compromise from both sides mutual agreement, okay, mutually compromised agreement. وهو أن يسامح ويساهل البائع ويبيع أو يؤاجر بأقل من ثمن المثل. So the market value is $100. I'm going to give you like $90. Okay, I'm going to give you discount. Or the original rent of the house is like for $100. I'm going to give it to you for $60, $70. So these are like compromising agreement. Okay, so now what happens that I'm going to take loan. In this loan, there's a muhabat. What does that mean? He says, جعل الإمهال في أداء الدين شرطا فيها. That means the delay of the loan payment, imhal is like mohla. Even in Urdu, we use this word, mohla. So what happens? They make the delay of the loan a condition في أداء الدين شرطا. Okay, I'm going to give you this item I'm going to loan you this money, and I'm going to let you take your time when returning to me. Okay, you can take like 1 month, 2 months, but I'm going to give you this loan $100 for $150, $120. So there is extra. But here, what is the condition is the delay, not the interest, the delay. And obviously, delaying something has market value as well. So let's say if you buy something now, I'm going to sell you for $100. If you pay me later on, I'm going to ask you to pay me $150. So it is a buying and selling agreement. So say this says in loan, it is same. The rules of loan, conditional loan applies here as well. That if you delay, I am going to charge you interest. So what is the difference between regular loan? Okay, if you pay me after one month, 1 year, I'm going to give me this much extra. Okay, now here, no. Here, the more you delay, the more I will charge you. Remember those 2 points I mentioned? Number one, condition. Number two, the more you delay, the more you charge. And that Sayyidi Sistani has a problem as well. If you pay early, less. The more he said this mohlat is going to be conditioned. Ja'alul imhal, giving you some more time and more time to do the payment is a condition. And that is also problematic. Is this clear? So we compromised, we agreed, okay, what about if I pay you after 1 month? And if I don't pay you after 1 month, I'll charge you extra. Okay, that's fine with me. So there is a kind of mutual agreement, but no. Mutual agreement should be according to Islamic law. Cannot go against the Islamic law. But it is my money, let him give me back. And it is my money, I want to give him interest, extra, that's fine, but don't make condition. So you want to give him extra interest, give. We said there's no problem. But if he demands you and you give and you agree on this condition, that is the haram part, the agreement on a condition of interest. That is the haram part. And this is also same. Like the more you delay, the more I will charge you. Okay. جعل الإمهال في أداء الدين شرطا فيها في المعاملة. So I'm giving you extra time, okay, in a way that you pay me extra. Or the guy could say, I'm giving you extra. So in both ways, this is definitely haram. I'm going to give you extra time. The more you delay, the more, and that's fine with me. No, that's not fine with Allah. Now here, the guy says, I'm going to give you extra money. Okay, I'm going to give you extra money on a condition that you give me more time. So what is the more? Here, the more time is condition of extra. There, the extra was a condition of more time. So here, if you take more time, you pay extra. That is definitely haram. It's same like that. Here, see, if I need more time, give me more time, I'll give you extra. Okay. So say this system says, ihtiyat wajib, obligatory precaution. This is not also acceptable to him. So you have to refer to some other marja to solve this, because most of our cases are this: give me some more time, I'll pay you extra. This is what normally happens. And most normally, the bank tells you, if you delay, I'm going to charge you extra, like those credit cards. The credit cards are all loan, all riba. My beloved one, please be careful in these credit cards. They tempt you. They drag you, they lure you in this kind of credit card system. It's a whole riba system. They drag you, oh, your income is $1,000. They give you $5,000. Why? Do they love you? No. They know you will not be able to pay $1,000. And then you, oh, please, okay, we will charge you. Then they will milk your money, okay? Then they will drain you and you will live all your life in credit. That's how people, they live in United States, many of them, from credit to credit. They've gone under riba. They've waged war on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. As we said, there's an ayat of the Quran. So stay away from this credit cards system. If you want to use credit card, be like me. Pay the bills. The worst customers, the credit card agencies they have is like me. I have the credit card. I have never ever delayed the payment because I never go beyond the credit limit. Okay, and I do not go beyond the income which I have, and may Allah keep me like this. Mashallah, 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 mashallah. I don't want somebody to give me a black eye or an evil eye. So alhamdulillah, for 30 years I have credit cards, maybe more, but alhamdulillah, by the sake of Allah, by the blessing, the shaitan wants to defeat me, to go into credit beyond my limits. Alhamdulillah, Allah helped me. It's Allah who helps. So if you are those who use credit cards, please, it's about time to reset your system, and don't let the credit card people trick you in getting more and more and more beyond your capacity, beyond your earning. Whatever is your income. So why am I using credit card? Because it's easier for me. Easier, instead of carrying cash, you just carry credit card. That's easier. Maybe people might disagree with me. That's fine. But the thing is, this credit card, you have to mention, I have this much amount money in my bank, this much salary I'm going to get at the end of the month. So I should not purchase more than this amount in the credit card, period. You have to get used to it. Shaitan will say, oh, use it, because Shaitan is on their side. On those, they want to drag you, they want to wage war on Allah. So the moment you agree on paying interest, then you are fighting with Allah, waging war with Allah. So then you have to check, and it's not me, check the ayat in the Quran, okay? So that's the main issue, the war with Allah. So try not to go into war with Allah unless if you're majboor. I don't know how to even say that. Don't put yourself in that majboor, in that circumstances where you're imposed to have war on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And try to see if those methods of justifications are helpful to you, then try to use that. Okay, I need to, let's finish this ruling number 1 at least, and then I will show you the ayat wage war on Allah. So be careful with your credit cards and credit card system. Don't let it become a source of waging war on Allah. Yes, so say this Istani, how does it solve this private bank loan issue? By change of the currency. Just, it's very easy. You don't need to buy, sell, all those kind of things. Just convert your loan agreement to a sale agreement. How? So I need this money, okay? I need $100,000. I'm going to give you back in equivalent to that $1,000. Let's say equivalent to that in pounds. I don't know how much is pound, like 1,200 pounds or something like that. No, 1,000 pounds, let's say $1,300, for example. Let's take it as an example. So I'm going to borrow, you're in a UK bank and you need money. So you say, I'm going to borrow 1,000 pounds. Okay. So the bank will say, if they're believers and they know the rules, they say, okay. And it was a private bank, because this rule is private bank, Islamic private owners. So which is applicable mostly in Islamic countries for private banks. So this money, which you are going to get in pounds, sterling pounds, 1,000 pounds. I am going to return this. If 1,000 is going to be $1,400. So I've calculated how much interest they are charging, or the bank calculates. So the interest will be $200 extra. and I am going to return you $1,500. It's 1,200, but I'm going to return you 1,300. Or the bank says, we are buying from you $1,500 purchase. It's not loan anymore. We are purchasing from you $1,500 with 1,000 pounds. So 1,000 pounds is equivalent to 1,200. $300 are extra. As I said, you can sell anything you want for extra amount, extra profit, extra benefit. There's no problem. This is halal. Selling something which is not items of necessity and the circumstances are not difficult. So I'm selling you, I'm buying from you 1,500 pounds. Oh, okay, the bank says I'm buying dollars. I'm buying from you $1,500. Okay, and I'm going to pay you 1,000 pounds. 1,000 pounds is equivalent to $1,200. Yes, but those 300 are my benefits for selling you something. Okay, so I'm selling you my 1,000 pounds and buying from you $1,500. So basically, what's happening here? That it has been converted to buying and purchasing sale. Let's read the sentence of Sayyid Sistani before our time ends. ومنها تبديل القرض بالبيع, conversion, converts the loan agreement to sale agreement. كان يبيع البنك مبلغا معينا, bank sells certain amount, 1,000 pound in our example. 100 dinar, I have changed dinar to pounds. بأزيد منه, like I'm selling you 1,000 pound for like 1,100 pounds. However, you are going to pay me in a different currency. The agreement is in a different currency. كما وعشرين نسيئة لمدة شهرين, for 2 months. So after 2 months, you give me back my 1,000 pound in 1,100 pound. Okay. He says that this is not change of currency. Sorry, this is converting. Change of currency is this, which I have kept it in the red. Okay, this is still not change of currency. Sorry about that. So this is one of the methodologies with the other scholars. They said it's okay if you convert the loan into buying and selling. Say this instance says this is problematic also, unless if you change the currency. So what was the agreement? I'm selling you 1,000 pound. You give me back 1,100 pound after 2 months. Some other scholars, they said it's okay. So وَمِنْهَا تَبْدِيلُ الْقَرْضِ بِالْبَيْعِ, exchanging, converting the loan agreement to selling agreement, buying and selling. كَانْ يَبِيعَ الْبَنْكِ مَبْلَغًا مُعَيَّنًا, bank is selling you a specific amount, كَمَاءَ الدِّينار, like 1,000 pounds. بِأَزْيَدَ مِنْهُ نَسِيئَةً, for extra for some amount of time. كَمَاءُ 20 dinar, such as 1,100 pound, but you return it لمدة شهرين مثلا, to return it after 2 months, for example. He says, ولكن هذا وإن لم يكن قرضا ربويا. He says, yes, I agree with you. Sayyid Sistani says to the other Maraja who justified this, says, yes, you have converted buying and selling agreement. So now the intention is not loan. The intention is I'm selling you and I want you to pay me back. Okay, like I'm selling you this money, your money, I'll buy it from you later on. So you have money, he will give you, when he gets the money, he will give you like the price of the sale. So he purchased from you 100, he's going to sell, he's going to give you the price you demanded, 120 later on. So this is converting into a buying and selling. So he says, yes, it is not a qard ribawi. The way it is been standardized, it is not that kind of qard. غير أن صحته بيعا, but to me, to consider it as buying and selling agreement with this kind of thing is ishkal. Ishkal means obligatory precaution. Don't do it. If you have another marja a'lam, refer to him, he allows you. But because this is the most easiest way, to just go to the bank and tell them, or the banker tells you, okay, we are going to sell you this money, you pay us this much money. The guy says, I want to buy from you this money. So it's, instead of saying, I want to borrow, you say, I want to buy. Your intention should not have loan. Your intention should have buying and selling. So he says obligatory precaution. So how can we solve? This is how we solve. Change of the currency. لا مانع من أن يبيع البنك مبلغا كماء الدينار. There is no problem for the bank to sell 100 dinar. Our example, 1,000 pound. نسيئة إلى شهرين, in a delayed contract, that you give me the payment, the price of the amount of the purchase. You are purchasing from me 1,000 pound. You pay me 1,100 pound later on after 2 months. But I don't say 1,100 pound. See, this is the difference. I say $1,500. How? Because 1,000 pound is $1,200, and the extra I want from you is in the form of $300. So I will change the currency, get extra, because now there are two different things. I can sell you dollar with a dollar, after 2 months give it back to me. No, I can sell you dollar with pound and any other currency or any other item, you see. So that is, now he says, now we have a buying and selling agreement, because you are buying currency. So even if he's charging extra, he has the right to charge extra in the currency. As we said, that I can sell this pen. Islam allows you to sell as long as it's not price gouging. So he says, نعم لا مانع من أن يبيع. There is no problem in selling. يبيع البنك. The bank sells an amount of 1,000 pounds for 2 months that you pay. You pay the price of it after 2 months, for example. ويجعل الثمن المؤجل عملة أخرى. The payment should be in a different currency. Okay, in the agreement. In the agreement. So I'm giving you 1,000. I'm selling you 1,000 pounds for $1,500, which is inclusive to the extra money. تزيد أخرى عملة أخرى, another currency, تزيد قيمتها. The value of that currency is extra, higher than 100 dinar, 1,000 pound. بموجب أسعار صرف العملات, according to the rate available in the currency market. So you are going to get a currency, even if it's extra, there's no problem. And then you are going to put your margin in pounds, margin which you want, in the equivalent to dollars. So in my example, I mentioned 1,000, I'm selling you 1,000 pound for 1,500, but the market value is $1,200. Yes, but like I want to charge you extra. So what can I do? You want to buy it, buy it. You don't want to, that's how I'll sell you. And you don't have anything to buy now. You'll only have after 2 months money to pay me back the price of the cost of those 1,000 pounds. So he says that بمقدار ما تزيد الماء والعشرون على الماء وفي نهاية المدة. Now look at this point. This is amazing. That's why I kept it on red. At the end of the month, you don't have to give $1,500 in dollar currency. You can give them back 1,000, whatever is equivalent to $1,500 based on the currency rate at that time, which is going to be extra in it. Okay, so وفي نهاية المدة يمكن أن يأخذ البنك. At the end of the 2 months, the bank can take from the buyer who bought 1,000 pounds العملة المقررة. So you give me $1,500. That was an agreement, or whatever is equivalent to it in pounds, giving me back. So I am going to take $1,500. I calculated that time. Okay. أو ما يساويها من الدنانير. Or give me back the pounds, because normally if you're with the bank, you will not give them dollars. But the agreement was done on dollar. So you will give them the equivalent of dollars in pounds. So you purchase pounds. You are supposed to give them $1,500, but you can give them you can give them pounds back again. And that is the technical point here, which many people, they get surprised that what did I do? I did pounds. So why say this Sistani disagreed with those people who converted the loan into sale agreement? Yes, but there's a technical difference. They converted sale agreement in same currency. Say the Sistani converted sale agreement in different currency. Okay, in different currency, even though you're going to return it in same currency, but the agreement was on a different currency. 1,000 pound, 1,500. So I'm going to give you 1,500. The bank will say, can you give me just pound? Okay, that's fine. I'll give you this pound, the pound. 1,100 pound is what is equivalent to $1,500. That's fine. So that is the technical point, that there is a whole in the middle issue, change of the currency, and even you will give them back in same currency, but there is a kind of gap in change of the currency in between the agreement. So this is something which say the Sistani says. I don't have enough time. Let me see if I can explain this in a few minutes. ومنها أن يبيع البنك بضاعة بمبلغ كماء الدينار. I think I'll leave this for the next week. Enough for today. This requires also a few examples like this and that. So inshallah we'll keep it for next week. Thank you so much for coming. وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله على محمد وآله الطيبين الطاهرين. If you have any questions, you can email me, you can message me, WhatsApp me, or you can ask me now. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.